All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about Gervonta Davis, Floyd Mayweather, and Bob Arum's top rank and conversations that have been had and potentials for major moves. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. We are going to talk about Gervonta Tank Davis and what the news that has been coming out today, and some of this has been absolutely gigantic news for hardcore boxing fans, that is. It's not, gigantic news in the world sense, but as far as this little thing we love called boxing, very, very interesting stuff. Specifically, Bob Arum gave an interview to Barbershop Conversations today. Very good interview. Great information came out of it. Let's discuss that in this video. But before I do, let me welcome the subscribers back to the channel. If you are not a subscriber on the channel, accept my invitation to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so that you can be notified of when we release more videos. All right, so here we go. Gervonta Tank Davis, according to Floyd Mayweather Jr., is at the end of a long contract that they have had, or a long contract that he had with Mayweather Promotions. The fight that he has coming up for the WBA in defense of his WBA regular belt against Rolly Romero will be the last fight that he has under his contract. And he threw that out into the public. So obviously he wanted people to know. Floyd Mayweather Jr. just this morning, also on Fight Hype, had come out and said that acknowledged that was true and said, hey man, everything comes to an end at a certain point. He said that he believed that he had done very well by Gervonta Davis as far as building Gervonta Davis into a bigger name, into a big name with a big following. But he said, hey man, you never know what's going to happen, right? Now, something just as interesting, and I'm going to be very careful how I phrase it, is Bob Arum, specifically without saying that he was going to interfere in anybody's contract, it said that if Gervonta Davis became interested, it became a free agent, he would definitely be interested in signing Gervonta Davis for a number of fights. But he also said that it is true that somebody that works for Top Rank had reached out to that camp. And the guy's name is Derek. I can't remember Derek's last name, but he's the black guy, always pretty much right next to Bob Arum. But I don't think that they reached out to him to, interfere with the contract. I assume what they mean by that is that they might have reached out to Al Heyman and his manager to check on the status of him and let his manager know that if there was any interest, that if Gervonta Davis became available, that they would be interested in signing him. Now, this is also coming right off of the heels of Devin Haney signing a multi-fight promotional deal with Top Rank and Lou DiBella, and I'm not sure how how it works in that regard, but my understanding is that it is that Devin Haney has one fight with George Kambosos guaranteed. If he beats George Kambosos has a rematch, and then if he beats George Kambosos twice, then there's a potential for a Vasily Lomachenko fight. Now, what that means in combination with Gervonta Davis, what is being said about Gervonta Davis, and this is me talking about it from the perspective of somebody that wants to really see, a lot of the top guys fight. That's not bad news, really, because as we have it standing right now, it is really hard to envision Gervonta Davis being with Mayweather Promotions and being able to be matched against the other top guys in the lightweight division, because the majority of the guys in the lightweight division are fighting with Top Rank. You have Vasily Lomachenko that's with Top Rank. Now you have a 3-fight deal going on between Top Rank and DiBella Promotions and Devin Haney Promotions, right? So you have Shakur Stevenson moving up, sure, soon from 130 to 135. And you have Gervonta Davis kind of off by himself, fighting guys that, you know, not necessarily the best guys in the division, right? Because when you're talking about who the best guys in the division are, you say, you know, Devin Haney, obviously George Kambosos, who has belts, even though I'm a little bit suspect about whether or not he's one of the top guys or not. You know, you have Vasily Lomachenko, you got Gervonta Tank Davis. Some people say Ryan Garcia. Right now, there are a couple guys coming up in the lightweight division who are with the PBC, specifically, you know, Frank Martin, who is with Man Down Promotions, the promotional company of Errol Spence Jr., and you have Michelle Rivera, who just fought on the Showtime card, looked very good on the Showtime card, but, you know, those guys are top lightweights. But, you know, most of the talent in that division, and definitely all of the belts are focused in that division, are with Top Rank. So if Gervonta Davis was to take a couple fight deals with them in exchange for specific fights, it would not be a bad thing as far as fight fans being able to get to see these major fights. Now, I am not always, you know, I've said multiple times, right, that I don't believe that Top Rank necessarily is the best at promoting black fighters. But in this particular case with Gervonta Tank Davis, most of the work for Gervonta Tank Davis has already been done by Mayweather Promotions. He's definitely the most popular and the biggest money name that there is in the lightweight division. And I'm sure that if Top Rank and those guys were to make an offer for him, it would be a lucrative offer for Gervonta Tank Davis, because they know that they can sell out arenas and what they can do with Gervonta Davis, because Gervonta Davis is already a proven commodity. And like I said, I did a video a little bit earlier about the deal between Devin Haney and Top Rank to get this George Kambosos fight, saying that, you know, this is a little bit of a reverse of what you've been seeing, where guys get developed by Top Rank, and once they kind of pop out the top, they leave Top Rank and go to other promotional companies, right, to take advantage of the name that was built at Top Rank. This is the opposite of people go, and especially with Gervonta Tank Davis, having already built his name and then going over there to Top Rank and having Top Rank kind of, you know, take it from there. But, you know, I would honestly, man, I'm okay with whatever Gervonta Davis does. If Gervonta Davis, you know, winds up staying at Mayweather Promotions, which I think he will do, I'm okay with it, just as, you know, provided that Gervonta Davis and, you know, or Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Leonard Ellerbe and those guys, you know, decide, you know, to try to reach out and do deals with Top Rank in order to get, you know, the big fights we want to see. You know, at this point in time, you know, it really is time, you know, for Gervonta Davis to get in there with the big name guys, and that promotional wall is definitely, you know, stands in the way of that, though. But now, as far as what I think, again, as far as how it would actually play out, I envision Gervonta Davis staying with Floyd Mayweather Jr., staying with Mayweather Promotions. You know, I know that his manager is Al Heyman, manager and advisor is Al Heyman. So in any scenario that he would be going to, you know, I'm sure that they would develop some flexible situation for him to get these big fights. Also, there's the option of him just signing a deal with Showtime, a multi-fight deal with Showtime, similar to what Jaron Ennis did. But it'll be real interesting to see what happens. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out.